Welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4. Now, seeing as my Germany Admiral video got a lot of negative comments on my navy skills, I thought I would try turning another nation into a naval powerhouse. As you can probably tell, I've picked the Soviets because no one ever does navy as them, and for good reason. So the plan today is to hold off the Germans, obviously, but we are going to try and avenge the Battle of Tsushima and sink the Japanese fleet and create ourselves a little Pacific empire. What I'm going to do first then is change Japan to go neutrality so they don't attack the Allies and get sunk by the Royal Navy, as we want to have the pleasure of defeating them ourselves. I'll also change the US to do a different path so they don't jump on in either. And if you're enjoying the channel, please hit the subscribe button to stay up to date with more Hearts of Iron 4. If you do enjoy these navy challenges, I may bring some more in the future if you like. We could do something like Italy controlling the Med, or maybe even something like Spain or Brazil and turning them into naval superpowers. So to start with, we are going to take the focus tree, and to get the best possible navy, we're going to go all the way to the right over here. And we are opposing Stalin and going the Civil War route, because focuses we have down this route are boom, 10% dockyard output, brilliant. Further down we've got another 10% dockyard output for 2 years, so up to 20% dockyard output. Then further down the tree we can either go for the Brown Party route, which, you know, not that fun, or we can go monarchy, and both ways we get to pacify the Rim, we get 7 dockyards here for rebuild the Eastern Fleet. We get another 20% dockyard output and 20% dockyard speed, and then we get a load of bonuses, refit speed and refitting cost, and then we also get a lovely war goal on Japan and an empire in the Pacific for range and speed for all our ships as well. So heavily going ship base. I think the Brown Party has got an extra 5% there, but you know, that's not as fun. We're obviously going to bring back the monarchy and get an imperial navy back. Research, we obviously just want to start with a bit of guns for the old Civil War, and then we'll do a bit of electronical mechanical engineering and a bit of we'll go basic tools first, and then obviously we want to rush all our industry. While we wait for the Civil War, I'm going to build a naval specialty factory facility thingy and an air one in Moscow. Not too sure what I'm going to do with the navy one just yet, but the air one I definitely want, so we can go and research. Nothing I can do yet. Where is it? Somewhere. There it is. Radar. We basically want to get radar for our fleets. Now, our starting navy is pretty trash. 3 battleships, 5 cruisers, 18 destroyers, and quite a few subs to be fair, but we will need to expand that massively. Now, the problem with going full on navy is our military gets left behind, so we're not really going to have an air force or tanks, so it's just going to be normal equipment. We'll finish off these destroyers. Those cruisers are barely built, so we'll just scrap them, and we'll scrap all these subs. Just going to spam a few civs after that as well so we can get our industry growing, because we will need to make a lot of dockyards for this run. I'm going to go pick up the women's movement now for that dockyard output. I'm not sure if these get locked after the Civil War or not, so I'm not taking the risk. We'll go grab that one. It's not the normal one I do in the Civil War run, but we'll take that one first. Obviously, I need the Civil War to be over as quickly as possible, so we're going to do the old cheese of 1 division anti-air and convert the whole army to that to begin with. Now, I don't want to lose admirals or navy stuff in purges, so I'm going to just go for the option to increase the paranoia for now. I do need to try and get our 2 extra research slots as quickly as possible, because we've got so much to research in ships, and also we can't really afford for our infantry to be too ill-equipped. And Stalin has kicked it off himself. Not my best move, I must be honest. Not my best move not kicking it off. We've missed a few focuses there, and I'm not sure how much penalisation we get for not being the ones to kick off. Now, I can't get any closer to the research down here at the moment. We don't own Moscow, and I can't get the one over here because we haven't got enough civs. So I'll just go and expand the Imperial fleet, give us a couple of research bonuses for ships to begin with. And there's the end of the Civil War. We've just got a couple of nations down here we'll have to deal with quickly and just mop up because they think they can break away from us. Now, I wonder if changing to Vladivostok is a good idea, because that means our capital will be in the Pacific. But I suppose the Germans are coming as well, so we'll need the supply over to the west. So we'll stick with St. Petersburg. Now, what navy are we left with after our civil... Oh, 1 destroyer and 1 sub. Yeah, that was maybe a mistake in the Civil War. I suppose we are building from fresh now, definitely. We need to sort our economy and industry out quickly, so we'll go and repair all the civs first and get them done, and then we can repair everything else afterwards. Going to get the heavy hull ship, 61 days because we've got a research bonus, and we'll need this heavy hull to be able to go further down the focus tree later on. So we'll pick that up early now. We will go and get deck conversions as well because I want to get some carriers out because you all have been spamming me in the comments saying how good carriers are. So we're going to get 4 carriers as the main part of our fleet as well. So we'll get the deck conversions and then we'll go for 1936s. Let's go and pick up a field marshal. Oh, Mountaineer and Winter Expert. Perfect. You're going to take 2 full armies and you're going to go dump it on the Japanese border because, funny enough, they're going to be coming very soon after us and we don't want to get rolled over in the east. Let's go and pick up a naval advisor as well, get our Navy XP ticking. So we've got naval aviation for carrier stuff. I'm not too sure what's best. That's capital and screen. Don't really know how much the naval aviation specialist helps. So I'm going to go decisive battle. I think like the screens and the big ship bonuses outweighs the naval bombers. Now, do we have any admirals is the question. No, we don't. So you're telling me that none of these 4 advisors here want to actually be an admiral and command any ships. Now, I don't think we get any extra bonuses for carriers till right at the bottom because none of these ones, this battleships only, and that's heavy cruisers and light cruisers. So we'll just go and cancel that and we'll start researching the 36 carriers then. Only 134 days anyway, so that's not too bad. Going to pick up some improved air-launched torpedoes as well so we can make some very nice carrier naval bombers to actually go on our carrier hulls. And then we'll just go further down this side of the tree now and we'll get our Tsar in charge. Got enough breakthrough now, so we'll go and start researching our radar, which is going to take us 312 days. The return of the Tsar. We are now Russia. We're lovely green Russia with Vladimir III in charge. He is looking forward to having a very big navy. We're going to do the Romanov reconstruction, and then I'm going to go and try and grab the Baltics quickly before Germany or the Allies do anything about it. Going to go down to improved computing machines. I know it's ahead of time, but everyone tells me to rush the targeting computers. So we'll go do that one next, and then we can get the best target computers in our navy. Let's go and design our carriers then. So we want maximum hangar space as possible. We'll get a bit of anti-air. I have no radar at the moment. We want the best engine for speed. We don't want armor or guns. We just want more hangar speed. They're not really going to be engaging in any fights. It's going to be in the outskirts. So we've got 80 deck size and we've got a speed of 31. So I want to keep the speed of my whole fleet above 30. So we want a quick boy raiding fleet, and we don't have any MIOs at the moment to use, which is a bit of a shame for Soviets. They don't have one for the aircraft carriers. We want to get 4 of these bad boys out because 4 is the maximum before you have some penalties in the fleet. So we'll go for 4. We've only got 1 dockyard on each at the moment. We will obviously be building a lot of dockyards. I feel like our civs and economy is good enough. So let's just start spamming the dockyards. The problem with Russia is you don't actually have that many provinces you can do the old dockyards in, and most of them have got pretty poor infrastructure. There goes the American Civil War kicking off, so that'll be them out of the Pacific for a while. We might go after them eventually, but we'll see how this run goes. 10% production cost minus 2 capital ships and some cruisers bonuses and 2 production of heavy ships. So that is a very good focus, especially that capital ship bonus of -10, which is going to be very big for getting our battleships and carriers out into the ocean. So we'll do that one in a second. There goes Germany doing Germany things. They've actually gone after the Netherlands before they've gone after Poland. Poland actually conceded Danzig as well, which is odd. So yeah, the Germans are hanging off. Whether they actually attack us or not is a different thing. They might not even come for us now. I haven't got any of the good advisors yet, which is a bit of a shame, but we'll go and get the electrical concern first, and that way we can get our improved computer machine quicker. Let's go pick up improved radars as well, and then focus-wise, we'll go after the Baltics now, see if we can get Latvia and Estonia. So we'll secure the Baltics, 70 days. Hopefully no one jumps in and guarantees them between then. We've got 2 new heavy hull ships on the way. These are half-built, which is nice. They're probably quite pants, but we do have the bonus later on for refit, so I'm just going to refit them out as I like. We'll give them a quick MIO as well, just to help along. For our naval bombers, we just literally want the best torpedo, the best engine. I don't really have anything else that's worth putting on, so literally cheap and cheerful, that'll do. These will help us sink some ships, I would imagine. Now, the US actually won, so they might end up jumping in anyway. Oh, they might be turning communist. We also have the unaligned states of America. I've never seen that before either. They've just got a generic focus tree. Gonna set up my infantry on this fallback river line. I don't think they'll be able to push over there. As long as I build some... Oh, don't do that. As long as I build some forts there, we should be able to hold off the Germans, I think. Let's go and rebuild the Far Eastern Fleet. We'll get a lovely 3-7 dockyards, and then we'll go for probably the dockyard construction speed and output. Get our big heavy ships out as quickly as possible. Research bonus for the 40 heavy hull, so we'll go get that because I want 2 new ships. I want 4 carriers and 4 heavy ships as well as our main priority of our fleet. So we need to build 2 more, and we might as well make them better than the 36s we have on the go at the moment. The Germans did beat me to the Baltics annoyingly, so I've got a much bigger front line and I don't have the river up here. But the north's quite hard for them to attack because it'd be terrible attrition for them, I imagine. Gonna stop building naval dockyards for a little bit, and we're gonna see if we can get a big fort line now. So I can obviously only go up a few levels, so we'll try and get 3 or 4 forts done. I should be able to do it before the Germans come knocking. Let's go and grab that 20% dockyard output as well, and 20% dockyard speed for a year. So we'll go straight back to dockyard building after we've done the forts. We are looking okay, sort of mid-40 for all this stuff coming out. This is the design of our new battle, well, we're going battle cruisers for the speed. So a lot of heavy attack. We've got still 30 knots speed, which is good. Bit of anti-air, good bit of armor, and a nice bit of light attack as well. So these is going to be 2 more of these to join our other 2 36s that we've got in motion at the moment. And that will be our 4 carriers and 4 heavy ships done. So the 30 is definitely what I need because the fleet is only as fast as the slowest ship. And we've got enough dockyards. We'll just take some off the destroyer because we want 2 of these bad boys out. Want them to join our St. Petersburg fleet as well. And here comes Germany then. They've disrupted our 5-year plan that we weren't even doing anyway. Has Finland? No, Finland's not in with them, but they might join them soon. So we've got some more divisions here. We'll just get them out green just to get them on the Finnish border. Last thing I want to happen is Finland just rolling us over from the north. So we'll get that set up ready. The Germans should be held off. We are in winter-ish. We'll just railroad those into position. We'll let them fall back and get to our lines. We are currently building the forts. We're about halfway round, which is okay. The south, I'm going to do the scorched earth because they've got a lot of territory to take there, which should give us time to build the forts. They've got to go a lot further here to join the Romanian border with ours. Gonna go and get that's +1. I want something, yeah, gunnery expert is what we want, so we'll go with that one. We'll go for the designers for the extra module research speed, and then I think bad weather penalty is best for carriers because that really affects them, especially in the Pacific. Let's go get a couple of commanders. See, he's got a gunnery. Let's do one more. No, he's got the same. Okay, nice gunnery expert. We'll take you. I think we're going to be okay. The Germans don't seem to be able to push. We've got some nice forts. We are still building our fleet, so hopefully they don't naval invade by the time that comes around. We've got loads of equipment as well, so I might get some new divisions training up. We'll actually go and add these. We'll get 20 Withers just to hold. But I think these should be more than enough. We might have to do a little bit of micro in. We'll go for the extra entrenchment of trench warfare and grand battle plan as well. Doesn't look like Finland's joining, so we're going to take one of the armies, give them a good supply as well, and we'll move them to the German front just to help out down here as well. Memories of 1905, and we'll go and get, well, we'll get this afterwards for the refit and the research, but we'll go and get this 10% dockyard output for 2 years here first. The Germans are just throwing themselves at us, which is absolutely fine. We'll deal with that all day. The ships are almost done. We're almost in June to get them done. Obviously, the 1940s are still a way off until next year. Might have to do a little bit of micro in here just to make sure they don't take a couple of provinces, but I think the fort and the river is enough. Going to go up to total mode because I'd rather have the consumer goods rather than the manpower. I can always go up to extensive conscription to count the manpower anyway. Do need to make sure I keep the damage control and fire control methods up to make our fleet actually usable. Still going. We're almost there for those. We've almost got this bonus as well. The Germans are still attacking. We're looking comfortable. We've got some new divisions in recruitment as well. Now, after our capital ships, we're going to be spamming these cruisers. We want loads of light attack, loads of speed. These are going to destroy all the screens for us, and then we'll be able to damage the capital ship. So once those 8 are built, we'll start spamming these out as quickly as possible. We'll go for modernise the Eastern Fleet now to get our refitting speed, because when our rubbish 36 ships come out, we'll upgrade them to the same as our 1940 sort of style ones. And I think we're at maximum output now, so we've got +10. We have got another, well, there's a +20, so that's +30 to dockyard output. There is also another +10, so that's +40. And then I believe we have -10 to capital. So we've got +40 dockyard output and 10% production to screens and capital ships. So our navy is going to get built now very, very quickly. Our subs and battle cruisers are out, the first two, and some destroyers, so going to start training them. Hopefully they won't get sunk during this, because we do not want them on the fresh one where they get negative damage defense. We want to get them at least a bit experienced before they start engaging. Look at all our lovely bonuses to shipbuilding. So we're basically making 3 of these a year, so every 4 months we get a new one of our super duper 1940 screen sinking cruisers. I've only got a bit of a small army, not many destroyers, but I'm going to risk sending them out. So we want automatic split off disabled. We don't want reinforced. We want never repair, and we want always engage. That way we'll attack anything, and then while they're trying to retreat, we'll also hit them. So we'll just get them on strike force for now, see if we can grab any Germans. I will actually take our battle cruisers, and they're pretty pants to be fair, especially the speed is letting us down. So we'll give them an MIO, and then we'll just upgrade everything, especially the engine. I think I'm just going to upgrade it all actually. I might see fire control definitely, radar 2 definitely. We'll do heavy guns. Do we want more secondary? Yeah, we want the dual purpose ones actually. More heavy air. And we might, I did just upgrade everything, didn't I? I might as well have just pressed the upgrade button. We'll upgrade all of them anyway. I don't know what that changed, but yeah, we'll take these. We'll upgrade them. It'll take a while, but we have got the refit cost, and then they will be, you know, 10 times better than they were before. We do need a spotting cruiser as well, so we'll go and add the cheapest gun. We don't need any sort of equipment on this at all. We need radar 2 for spotting. We need sonar. We might as well spot some subs, and then we'll go for an aircraft facility catapult 2. That way we've got massive surface detection and then speed of 42. So this thing is going to go out, spot other fleets, and then run away so our main strike force can hit them. First one of our new super spotters is done. So we want that on never repair, and we want it on never engage as well. That way it won't engage anything. It will just find and run away. So we'll put that on patrol, and hopefully that will spot something for our main fleet. Japan has joined the Axis, which is a bit irritating. So I guess the Royal Navy will join in, but okay, that's not the end of the world. At least we're in war with Japan now. We can start dealing their fleet out. We might as well go roll them out of China now as well. So we'll push into Manchukuo. We've got loads of divisions here. They aren't really prepared. They've got a few forts, but that won't be enough to stop them, I feel. Our first naval battle. We're already sinking cruisers and subs. They've got a battleship here as we're doing okay. We've literally lost. There goes 2 battleships. We have lost 1 destroyer. Is that it? 2 destroyers. That was our first battle, and that has gone amazingly. Oh my god. 8 subs, couple of battleships, some cruisers, and we lost a couple of destroyers. Brilliant start for our navy. Let's go and get advanced maneuvers just for a bit of effectiveness towards our fleet. We haven't even got our battleships yet out, and our carriers are doing the business. A load of destroyers gone there. The Germans are not doing very well here. Well, there won't be much of a fleet left by the time our battleships get there. We will switch over to base strike just because we get extra bonuses for our carriers, and I feel like they're going to do the majority of the punching. Another couple of subs gone. They do love hunting subs, I must be honest. It must be the carrier fighters that are just absolutely sinking the subs, which is good. It means our convoys won't be raided. Just design a new little destroyer. So just an average all-round destroyer. We'll get as many as these and our cruisers out as possible, and that should now reinforce our main fleet. I think we might turn our attention to the Pacific. What have the Japanese got? About 250 ships and... oh, load of carriers, loaded, but yeah, that is a navy we're going to fight. That is one chunky navy. This is going to be a lot more difficult than I actually thought it'd be. Got our new heavy ships out, so we're just going to quickly convert them. We're going to go and upgrade the MIO anyway, and we'll go and add the best fire control now to improve the hit chances. So how long will these take? Hopefully not long. 19 days. We'll take 19 days all day. Our fleet is fully ready, I think. That's probably enough destroyers for now. We will need some more, but yeah, that'll do for now. I don't think we're going to get too much trouble. It's time to move them over to the Pacific here. We'll just hit round Japan, see if we can lure them out a bit. Might go for Mariana region as well. Want to get Empire in the Pacific for the range and speed of our ships, and we get claim on all of China, but we can't just bypass the Lonely Islands. So we have to spend 70 days getting a free war goal against a nation we're already at war with. Our fleet's over in the Pacific, so let's get them, well, we'll get them all on patrol, and then we'll just do our main fleet, obviously, onto strike force. We've got 6 of the spotter ships. Let's see if they can find something. We want them on always engage, and the spotter ships on do not engage at all. And let's see what we can find, and hopefully some Japanese. Here we go, first one with the Japanese. Oh, it's just a few little cruisers and destroyer. A nice little starter to whet our appetite. So there's a few gone already. Nice little pocket here as well, which we're crushing up, so... we'll just finish that up and hopefully push them out of China, and then that'll be less ports for the Japanese to hide in as well. Or we're intercepting a Bigoneer. They have got nothing in here. I thought they had carriers. Oh, there they are. Carriers have arrived. Here we go. This is our first big battle. How are we going to do? We are winning by the looks of it. I'm not too sure a lot about the statistics in these naval battles, but we are sinking stuff. We've lost a few destroyers. They've lost a few cruisers. They've all retreated. It would have been nice to get one of the carriers. Hopefully, yes, I can immediately catch them. Hopefully now they've got a few destroyers, so we should be able to sink something. There goes one carrier. Oh, and a couple of battle cruisers. Very nice. Here we go. Hopefully we can catch them all trying to retreat and just sink them all. And I think we'd call that coming off top trumps. 1 destroyer and 2 ships for a carrier, 2 battle cruisers, another cruiser and a few destroyers. I think that is good. If we can also hit these retreating ships now. Oh, that's literally 2 carriers with no protection. They are not going to... Oh, they just got saved by the bell. Then we took 1 out, which is good. A few destroyers thinking, come on, catch them before they'll be able to retreat, though. Oh, man, they were saved big time by that other navy there. We still got 1 of them, but that was just 2 absolutely open for it. Hopefully we can still catch up with these retreating ones before they get into port. We should be able to destroy some. Caught a couple of subs, not what we wanted. We want some carriers. I mean, yeah, we'll definitely just sink all of those subs, though. That's still a win. Caught another few subs here, and they're coming to reinforce. A couple of carriers here, so hopefully... Oh, another carrier gone. Oh, dear, Japan. Can we get this other one before it retreats? There's a battle cruiser. Come on. Don't really know what these stats mean. Does that mean we're winning? Oh, it got away. Damn. I want to take all the carriers out. We are hitting quite a few. There's another carrier that I missed. That just had no protection. I mean, have a carrier with no protection is asking to be sunk. We'll take a couple of subs as well. Let's see what Japan is down to. So, probably 100 ships lost. 3 carriers left and 6 battleships. So, still a fair little bit out there. So, we will continue our hunt of the Japanese fleet. But we're doing very good. We'll take this time to repair, though. I think we can allow the Japanese to do the same. That way they'll at least redeploy their troops and movements. So we'll give them a repair for a bit, at least get our battleships or battle cruisers up to full strength again, because I don't want to lose them. Germany's pushed me a little bit while I've not been paying attention because I'm on the Pacific front, but they haven't really done a lot. They are out of supply, really, so I think we're okay. We'll continue to hold at the moment, wait for the Allies to do the rest. Let's do something I've never done. Marines for Russia. I mean, we do have to knock Japan out, to be fair, so we might as well get some big boy Marines that we're going to hit the home island. Obviously, I'm not going to attack them until I've knocked their complete navy out. That would be cheating otherwise, I feel. Right, I feel like that's repaired enough. Let's cancel the repair task now. Our main ships are pretty much done. Let's get them back out. Let's hunt some Japanese, see if we can finally finish them off. Going to expand our area a bit because I can't really find them there. I think they're further down in the Pacific, not around the home island, so we'll see what we can find. Oh, we've managed to catch the pride of the fleet. Can we sink it, though, is the question. Or will it escape? Because they just keep trying to retreat from us. Oh, it did get away. They got away, shame. We've got a couple of carriers and a few destroyers, so not bad. Hopefully... Oh, we have immediately caught them by the looks of it, can we? Oh, we have. We've sunk the pride of the fleet. There you go. That serves you right. That is 1 down. That's a nice hit to their war score as well. I'll give our admiral some traits. So we're going to go and get... Well, I want carriers because we have no good army advisors. So let's get flight deck manager, and then we'll go for... carrier expert there, and then we can get him as one of our advisors because we don't start with any good navy ones. So we've got carrier expert, sortie efficiency plus 15, which is very nice. We'll take that, and then we'll go and give him torpedo bomber as well for obviously the bombers, and we'll go for probably the cruisers actually, I think, because that's going to be helpful for screens. We'll get the cruiser captain, and we'll take destroyer leader as well, and then if I get another one I'll get ground and pound or big gun expert or something. Let's start strangling the Pacific a bit more. So we're going to upgrade with some of these new cruisery subs. I don't know they're not that new, but, you know, they're new research one and some extra hiding. So we'll start strangling the Pacific. There's another battleship. Why did that have nothing with it, or battle cruiser? I can't really seem to find anything else. I don't know. Yeah, they're further down here by the looks of it. In Bismarck, see, they're just retreating away from us. Oh, there's a bit in the Mariana region as well. I can't seem to capture anything at the moment. We're going to hit the home Isles. I'm not going to cap them. I'm just going to see if this will A, force their fleet out to engage our naval landing, or B, we'll take a couple of ports and force them out as well. So I can't really get anything. It would have been nice if they upgraded Japan's defense of their home island like Britain, but never mind. As usual, we just easily landed in Japan. They'll keep attacking. Slightly worked with subs, clearly. Wow, they just absolutely deleted 16 subs there. So we've got a few subs gone. Germany's looking pretty weak, so I'm going to see if I can push along this river line now. We should be able to get a bit of land back from them. Yeah, there we go. There's the Baltics, or the area I wanted to start with, cut off. So we've got a nice defensive river line again. We'll close this pocket up as well, and then we'll start hitting back at the Germans. Oh, I missed that. Look at that. We've taken out another 3 carriers as well as another Pride of the Fleet. So take another 5 war support there as well, Germany. I missed that one annoyingly. And another Pride of the Fleet. How have they got so many Pride of the Fleets? They just keep naming ships to be sunk by the Russians. What, they're down to 24. We've got rid of all the carriers. We've got a couple of battleships. And I think that's the Japanese Navy. I think we've defeated the Japanese Navy. I would class that as definitely a win. So I think we'll just knock them out now. And as usual, Japan is doing nothing about us, just rolling them over. So we'll quickly cap them off and then we'll go and defeat the Germans. Fall of Tokyo. I don't remember seeing this. Is this a new event? I can't remember. It'd be nice if it had some modifiers or something. But yeah, Tokyo's gone, which should mean... There we go. Japan is gone. Nice little bit towards helicopters, thank you. But yeah, we've owned Japan now, lovely and green. They are still trapped up here in their province capital, so we'll go and take that. Let's go and take a bit of the Pacific as well. We'll do a little octopus tentacles of our marines. We'll go and grab a couple of their islands, see if we can force their fleet to come out from hiding again. I will go and join the Allies now after all of this. So we'll join the Allies, which will then give us free access to declare on the Americans because they're at war with the Allies for some unknown reason that I totally missed. So we'll go and do that. We will knock out the American fleet then. We'll start expanding. There's not really anything in the Pacific by the looks of it. Nothing around Hawaii either. Americans even have a navy. Oh yes, they have a big... I didn't know if they'd lost it in the Civil War or something, but no, they've still got a very large navy and they also own Canada now as well. So they're not in the Pacific though, annoyingly, so I don't know where they are. They're over here in the Atlantic. Okay, we're going to have to get to the other side of America to actually engage their fleet, which is annoying. Lucky the Allies still hold Suriname here, so we'll go and move our fleet around to there so we can actually engage them. Otherwise, we'd have to somehow go through the Panama Canal. Got enough intel now, but I wish I didn't because they've got 6 carriers, 16 battleships, another huge fleet. I mean, we knocked the Japanese out pretty well, so we'll get a few spies in for a bit of intelligence as well, which should help with our fighting their navy. First engagement is with the Mexicans, so we've sunk their Pride of the Fleet in a couple of destroyers. I mean, that stood absolutely zero chance against our navy now, especially we've got 13 of our big boy cruisers, which will knock through screens. Just realised my main fleet doesn't have access or enough range to hit Florida, whereas their fleet is. So I'm going to have to take a couple of islands, I think, to get the range. One of their fleets dropped into the Caribbean, a battleship and a few cruisers, 2 destroyers though. That is definitely not enough, especially now they're gone. That is going to be, there's the battleship, 2 cruisers. Did we get the other one? Yes, we got the total of that navy gone. So now we've taken that island, we now have the range to hit all of the coast of America. So we should be able to engage more now. Oh, here we go. This one looks like a bin. 3 carriers there. Retreating now. We're just smashing through their destroyers. Their carriers have got away as the last one. Everything's fleeing. Oh, all their capital ships got out. I mean, we did absolutely crush their destroyers. 33 destroyers we took in that and 1 of our own loss. I mean, our cruisers are smashing it through. They've got a carrier or 3 carriers there being repaired. So if I can go and get a little naval invasion off on that island, it should force those ships out into sea. And our navy is literally just waiting outside as well, like some sort of predator. Oh, come on. As long as we can take it. Yeah, there we go. And that's pushed them out. Have we engaged them? Immediately we've engaged them. Hopefully they've got no screens. Oh, it's 1 carrier and 2 battleships. We didn't get a carrier, annoyingly. Did we get any of the battleships? Yes, we got both the battleships, which is good, but the carrier got away. Oh, don't worry, we've caught up with the carrier. Is that gone? Did that go? Yes, carrier and destroyer done. Another carrier gone. The Americans are taking a hit. There's another one in that port. So if we just run along this island chain and push them out of that port, we might be able to get another one as well. Oh, what we've got going on here. A couple of battleships. Pride of the Fleet again. They are severely trying to retreat, which they should. Their destroyers are getting sunk like crazy. 1 battleship gone. What did we end up with? Oh, we did get it as well. We've got, oh my god, look at that. 2 battleships, 41 destroyers as well, and we lost only a few planes. That is unbelievable. Oh, 4 carriers, including another Pride of the Fleet. There goes one of the carriers. Can we get all of these and the battleships before they retreat? They're always just retreating, so hopefully we can gain a few more. 3 of each in the end, including the Pride of the Fleet, so another hit. So that is another good, and a load more destroyers, and we didn't lose any ships ourselves. Up with that carrier and battleship, and they've only got 5 cruisers to defend them. That is going to be nothing, and they're definitely not going to be able to pull out there. We are defeating all of that. Is that all sunk? And we lost 4 more planes. What does the US look like now? 45. They've got 7 battleships and 2 carriers left, but they've got 2 destroyers, so they're definitely not going to be putting their fleet out anytime soon. Okay, it's about time I just roll the Germans over now. I want to invade America, obviously, but we do need to knock the Axis out first. We've got a little bit of air, but, you know, we were well behind because of our mass of boat building. Spotted another carrier here, so if we can take this island of the port of Spain, they then come out, we immediately engage one carrier with no... I think this is going to get sunk. Call me Mystic Meg, but I think one carrier with no other ships is just going to get absolutely sunk by ours. Berlin's gone and we've almost joined up with the other allies. It's literally a little bit less. Maybe Vienna will do it, and that should be Germany out the way. Really annoyingly, I've got to knock Vichy out, and obviously we have to take Africa for some unknown reason. We've taken everything else in Europe, but no, we've got to take a couple of ports in Africa to make them cap. And there goes the Axis. We successfully sunk the Japanese and German fleet. We'll go and grab everything we can. So we've expanded our Russian border. We've got North Africa. That looks really cursed. We've taken a lot of the Balkans as well. And then we've taken Japan and China. So we've gained quite a big empire for old Vladimir III. We have landed in the US, but they are slowly pushing us back. So it depends whether we can get our full army there before they get pushed out. Funny enough, we're not getting convoy raided because we own the seas. It just depends. Yeah, they're all in the middle of the Atlantic. I don't know if they'll make it there in time. Don't want this to take too long, so we're going to hit the west coast as well. Grab Los Angeles and San Diego just to get a bit more victory points. Naval invade in Louisiana because I don't care about swamps. We'll just force our way. Amazingly, our little marines are surviving there, but we will unencircle them soon. We are just absolutely rolling our way. We'll start off the western frontiers, but actually let me get the whole army over here. We've only got one army. We'll have all 4 of our field marshal armies there. And yeah, we just completely overrun the US now. This shouldn't take too long. Detroit should do it. Is that now enough? Capitulation. Yeah, 100%. There we go. We'll let it tick over to midnight. And there we go. We have knocked out the US and whatever faction they were in. And there's the peace deal. And we get a lovely cursed Russia over USA. That is quite horrendous. We let everyone else have other bits and pieces. But we've got a very large Pacific Empire now. We have taken our lovely fleet here. I mean, it's looking quite chonky now, really, but it wasn't that chonky before. And let's have a quick look at how our carriers... Oh my god, they did well. Yeah, carriers are OP, so I've definitely learned my lessons from the last naval one, so I hope you've enjoyed this one. Let's just have a quick look. Yeah, the other one's just the same. These carriers are immense. So I hope you've enjoyed a bit of Navy today. I know not a lot of people like playing Navy. I hope I won't get as many hate comments about how crap I am, but I think that was quite a good dealing of my Navy. I think we've sunk everything with pretty ease. Let me know if you want me to do more of these little naval videos, pick other nations. Hope you enjoyed it. Hit the subscribe button if you do. Thanks for watching, and peace out.